girlfriend is a witch. Hi, long time no see. Long story short, just wasn't feeling the filming and editing part of being a YouTuber for a while. It is a full-time job on top of the fact that I already had a full-time job, but I did have to make this video. In January, I posted a video of me putting together a New Year's Eve dress. At that point, it had been like the third, maybe fourth sewing project I've ever made. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm bad at numbers and I'm bad at measuring, and it was more of a shirt than a dress. Fortunately though, I had a lot of leftover fabric, and I promised you guys that I would eventually post me making the dress into something that I would actually wear. That day is today. I would be remiss to not show you the process of remaking this dress. I'm filming my intro and outro at the same time, so I'm in my dress now. So hopefully you will stick around and I will show you how I take my too short hoochie coochie mini dress to something a little more elegant, a little more sexy, just in time for Halloween. Hope you're ready.
Dusting off the VO voice here. First, I took a measurement of my waist and marked it out on the wrong side of the fabric. This did not yield what I wanted to, as you'll see in a second, and it's not the first time I have cut out a rectangle based off my waist measurements without taking into account the fact that I do, despite what my ex-boyfriends might say, have a booty. Then I had to deconstruct the original knot dress. It took longer than I thought to rip out the 5 hand stitches holding the straps on and remove the bottom of the dress. I decided to go ahead and just chop off the bottom half. This left me with something a bit closer to an empire waist front bodice piece, and this is me trying to show you what that looks like stubbornly, despite the fact that I was wearing a black shirt, and this is a black piece of fabric.
So I forgot that a 31-inch waist doesn't cover my butt. However, this piece is still pretty long, so I'm gonna sew it this way with a seam here and using the selvage as the hem, and then I will just put elastic on where the back is for some support, and hopefully that works.
Since this is a stretch poly, anywhere that the two pieces were connecting, I set my machine to a zigzag stitch before sewing away. I sewed a single side seam of the new skirt piece, leaving a slit at the bottom to pay homage to my original goal of a sexy little black dress with a slit on the side. I lined up my side seam to my bodice piece with the intention to gather the excess into an elastic band at the back. Here's the initial try on, just pinning it to my bra, making sure it was all gonna fit. I then took my waist measurement, cut some 1-inch elastic to that length, and pinned it into the back of the dress. I had folded the top of the dress an inch down all around so I could basically encase the elastic in, but I did still want to stitch it into the fabric for my desired effect. This epic fight ensued that isn't really all caught on film, but basically between me and the elastic, I basically had to pull it for my life at both ends to feed it through the machine while still stretching the elastic out. And despite how much I stretched this elastic out, it still wasn't tight to my skin, and I probably could have taken like 3 to 4 inches off my initial measurement for it to actually fit against the small of my back and where it was sitting once I put the sleeves in. Next is figuring out how this dress was going to stay on my body. I laid out the fabric I had left, drafted out a sleeve pattern for a nice princess puff sleeve, and then I messed around with some other ideas, including like a wraparound. My roommate and I ended up deciding on this batty slit sleeve. So to do that, I basically took some measurements, cut out 2 matching rectangles, and sewed some hems in and some elastic around the top of the sleeve. I ended up taking the elastic out later because I found it uncomfortable, but I do totally think that would work for the right person. Ignore my messy bedroom here, but this is what it looked like at the end of the night, with the full open back and the batty sleeve and the little slit in the side.
Hello and welcome back to my bathroom. It's a little echoey, but it's cleaner than my bedroom. And I actually feel like talking today. So basically where I'm at right now is I ripped out the elastic basically everywhere I could. There's like some stuff on the bottom that, because of the way I sewed it and the order, I can't rip it out. So it'll just have to live there. But what I have done is sort of pinned a strip of black fabric to connect the arm sleeves because the elastic was a little too tight on my arms, and I want to actually wear this and I want it to be comfortable. So the best way to do that is a little strip. It's a stretchy polyester velvet, so like it works. I think I might end up making it a wee bit thinner and then getting the alignment correct. It's the way I have it pinned. This side's a bit too low, this side's about just right. Everything that I'll have to do left after that is just the hem, because right now the hem is the selvage and it's fine, but it's not pretty. So fold that under and hem that up and then I'll be done. And like, I don't know, this would have taken me 3 hours yesterday, and then, I don't know, probably including ripping out the elastic, because that actually takes a long time. Probably like 2 hours today once this is all said and done. So it's like technically a dress in a day, if I had like an uninterrupted thing. So yeah, I'm a fashionable lady. Okay, let's finish her up.
Same beginning process with the fabric for the sleeves. Hem those sides down with a straight stitch. You can see in these clips the elastic on the sleeves that I wasn't able to rip out. I mean, like I could have, but I didn't feel like redoing the sleeves from scratch. Pin that, try it on, debate the size, and I am going for it. Getting this pinned and sewed in required more brain power than I am proud to admit, but I did it, and then was once again conflicted by the size of the panel.
Try and give you better lighting of this. After talking to the roommate, the consensus is basically that the strap is a little thick, but not worth redoing. Then decide whether or not I want to take this out, which I guess I do. And then see if I want to make it tight here or let it hang loose. Oops, there's my leggings. And then again, yeah, other than that, the only thing to do is the hem.
Seam ripping time again, my favorite and apparently crucial to any sewing project ever. So I turn on my ghost shows and get to it.
Right, so taking this elastic out actually took no time at all. And once again, because I kind of came into making this dress with no plans whatsoever, I can't decide if I like it just loose, hanging like that, or if I want to elastic it so it's tighter like this. I mean, honestly, both look good, but I am kind of in the mood to just be done and have something wearable. So I might leave it like this, and it's something that if I want to, I can change my mind about it in the future. So I think that might be what I do, and just finish up this hem. Then I can shoot some glamour shots tomorrow, and maybe even have a video up by Halloween. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see if this video ever sees the light of day. That would be a good question. All right. Hem time.
Sprint to the finish with that hem, but of course, good sewist practice is making sure all of your loose threads are clipped before you shoot the reveal.
turned the fireplace on, so I feel like I have to validate. First video back, I'd say not bad. And while I have been sewing, while I've been taking a filming hiatus, I do think I've gotten better. And despite not going into this with any sort of real plan, I feel like I actually put together a very cute, sexy, witchy dress, and I'm pleased with it. That's it, that's the end. This is quite the difference from last time. Insert B-roll footage of me carefully color correcting so you can't see my underwear underneath my tights as the little mini skirt, mini dress that this used to be rode up. Not probably gonna be another video for a while. I have plans to make a significant project for what I'm gonna wear for Christmas Eve dinner. So probably after Christmas, I will be posting the process video for that, and not sooner. In between now and then, may or may not post some of the old footage that I filmed and never have released, but maybe not. I don't know. Not a great sell there, but do subscribe so you can get notified whenever I do post the ensemble I have planned to make for Christmas, as well as any unplanned surprise videos I might post between now and then. I don't know. We'll see if the gods of inspiration strike me. I'm not gonna make promises that I can't keep this time. I hope everyone has a great, safe, and happy Halloween, and I will see you next time. I will die on the grave that I love is a comedy. I mean, it is. I'm enjoying these bat wings. Boop, boop, boop. Alas, poor York. I knew him, Horatio.